My name is Sandy. This is my buddy JB.
Hello.
And my wife Tricia's here too.
Hi, everybody.
I've got a message, an inspirational message for everyone that's listening that may think life is just too hard. Now, I'm not much for inspirational messages, but I think this one will really hit home with a lot of people. Are you ready for it? Are you ready to be inspired? JB, you look like you need to be inspired.
I do actually could use some inspiration today. Thank you.
Just remember this. Before you give up on life, just take a look at the hairs in your armpit. Despite their environment, they still grow.
God. An armpit inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the worst inspirational speaker ever.
It's like you're the new Jack Handy. Remember wasn't that what it was called on Saturday Night Live?
Yeah. What was that little segment? What was the name of it? You don't remember Jack Handy? It was stupid stuff like what you just said.
Oh, I wasn't stupid. I could have gone to other body parts. I chose armpit.
Thank you.
I could have picked butthole, but I did not.
Oh,
I chose armpit.
Deep thoughts with Jack Handy.
That's what it was. Now you remember that, deep thoughts.
Do you want to hear some of Jack Handy's quotes?
How have I never heard of Jack Handy?
I don't know. You probably didn't watch what everybody else was watching, Saturday Night Live.
Give me some Jack Handy quotes.
Jack Handy. Let's see. I think the monkeys at the zoo should have to wear sunglasses so they can't hypnotize you. Super weird, random.
Mine's better.
If you're a cowboy and you're dragging a man behind your horse, I bet would really make you mad if you looked back and the guy was reading a magazine. It's just stupid, random stuff.
And that got on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, it was a regular on Saturday Night Live.
Phil Hartman did it.
Yeah.
It's probably just, you had to see it, right? Phil Hartman nailed it.
Yeah, it's the voice and all that.
JB, life in your neighborhood area is going to get kind of difficult for I-35 commuters because I got some lane closures between Holly and Oldtorf that start tonight.
Started last night.
Last night?
Yeah, southbound I-35 between Holly Street and Oldtorf Street, or Oldtorf, for just a one lane nightly for the next few nights. That's right where you are.
Yeah, it's always traffic there 24/7 anyway.
Yeah. Even at night, even though it's overnight, it's still going to be a cluster.
Mm-hmm. Right. I mean, I-35, we've said it before, say it again. We won't be alive when they finish. They've been working on it for as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. It's a beast. It is a beast. And I'm sorry, did you say northbound or southbound?
Southbound. It's part of that, the TxDOT project that's trying to make upper lanes, upper decks and lower decks, taking it down, trying to make 35 better. By the time they get it done, there will be so many more people here. That'll have to be redone.
JB, you're ducked into that neighborhood between I-35 and Congress. So how often do you actually exit out of your neighborhood to 30 and use 35?
More often than you think.
Really?
Yeah, it's surprising. Like, it's funny because I'll give you an example. If I was going to go from Travis Heights to Barton Creek Mall, and I can go through, Congress to Riverside, through Westlake. I can get there in half the time by going south on 35 to Ben White and around.
Oh, yeah. You just get right on.
Yeah. So if I ever need to go to West Austin, it's always faster to go around. I use it a lot.
Can you believe we once lived in a world that when we went out on the road, we had no idea how bad traffic was going to be?
You just had to hope for the best.
You had to listen to the radio for it.
Yeah. And yeah, right. But now I don't go anywhere that I don't look on my phone to see what traffic's going to be like.
Yeah. Oh, it's wild. We're old enough. I come from an era when I first got into radio in Dallas. We had our own traffic helicopter.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
That was cool.
That's
I went up.
Cool.
I went up with listeners a few times, and it was just like incredible.
Was it U-turn Laverne in the helicopter?
that was later. It was Hollywood, and he was a pilot too. And he was like a badass jet helicopter stunt pilot too.
When I worked in Syracuse, they had a helicopter too. I remember the guy's name, Tony Bombardo. Yeah, he was a former military pilot too.
And then it all went to planes. You remember that because they were cheaper to operate.
Yep.
And then it went to like multiple traffic reporters all in the same plane.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they chipped in to pay for the airplane.
Exactly.
Right?
They just would share it. Like he's the radio reporter. He's the TV reporter. She does this radio station. That's when YouTube and Laverne came around.
When I used to hear traffic reports, I used to think, are they in the tallest building in town with binoculars?
How do they see that?
Looking around? How do they do that?
You might be able to do that in Austin now if you got up on top of the Waterline building.
Mm-hmm.
You could see everything.
You could everything.
You could see from the Domain to St. Ed's.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, just a reminder, I-35 southbound between Old Torf and Holly, down to one lane. That normally starts at what, like 9, 10 o'clock?
Like 9 o'clock at night to like 5 or 6 in the morning for the next few nights.
Coming up in just a little bit, Tricia has got the story we love. What do you have for us?
Okay, do you guys remember the missing Malaysia flight 370 from like 10 years ago?
How could I forget it? You talk about it all the time.
I know. I'm obsessed with this story. I have an update on it, and it has a very cool Texas, in fact, an Austin connection.
All right, stay with us. That is coming up.
1031austin.com.
What was it, 10 years ago that the Malaysian the flight 370 just disappeared off the screen? No one knows whatever happened
Yep,
to it, right?
never found.
Well, there's an Austin connection to that about looking for it that we're going to get to in just a second. Found it interesting and really not, I guess, that surprising. Bars in Austin are struggling because we read all the time that young people do not drink as much as they like we did at that age. And so a lot of the bars in Austin are struggling to stay open.
Yeah. The bartenders are saying that since like 2022, when this kind of started, they've been self-funding a lot of their bars.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of their expenses. Isn't that crazy?
What does that mean? They're
paying out of their own pocket. They're not profiting.
Keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, a couple things come to mind offhand. One, we have plenty of bars.
Yeah.
It's like, I per capita, we've got to be one of the biggest in the country.
Throw a rock at a bar.
Right? And I just remember, we have friends that own bars. And, back in the day, you might have 1 or 2 new bars open in a year. Now it's like 30 new bars and then a bunch close because of that. Same things happen with restaurants. They were all staples. Now things close. It's more competition.
Yeah.
That's a big part of it. And I'm not going to lie, that the cost of, gosh, how much money have you saved in the last decade, Sandy?
By not drinking?
I was about to say there's a couple of bars and Crown Royal whiskey that I'm surprised are still open. Because I quit drinking 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're surprised
I'm surprised they didn't shut down. I'm surprised Crown Royal's still in business.
Yeah,
Same with Yellow Rose.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how they do it. I have no idea.
Take them boobies and go home.
It's expensive, though.
But yeah. It's not uncommon to have a $20 to $25 margarita in Austin. Like one of our most staple cocktails.
That's insane. That $25 margarita. And it's not a fancy one, right?
I mean, that's a higher end margarita, but it's not uncommon. The prices are just, and I think, young people are just like, that hits hard. I mean, it hits hard at any age, but you go out for some drinks and you're like, can easily blow $100+.
And they don't have that kind of money. So they're like, I'll have a Shirley Temple, please.
Because they're spending it all on rent to live in this city.
Yeah.
Gone are the days of the girl walking around selling the test tube kamikazes and buying the entire tray. I'll take all of them.
Oh, I never did that. Or she had them on a belt on her hip.
Yeah. She was like a gunslinger.
Yeah.
Making them something with those.
That's a lost art. Yeah, that's where they like slap you in the face, give you a shot, and then slap you. Yeah.
Those are fun.
The stories we love.
Okay, everybody, surely I'm not the only one obsessed with this story. 10 years ago on March 8th, 2014, a flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing with 239 people on board completely disappeared from radar. The radar showed it flying in the direction it was supposed to be. It showed the plane do a U-turn, and then they lost all contact with it. Never to be found. A few pieces of what they think might be wreckage from the plane has washed up in certain places around the world. And multiple searches have happened. One of the searches happened back in 2018, and it was a Texas-based company called Ocean Infinity. They're just like right off the road on 183 is their office. They have multiple offices around the world, but one here in Austin. And apparently they made a deal in 2018. If we don't find it, we don't charge you. They looked, they did not find the wreckage, but now a lot of advances have been made in the technology. They are taking another run at it. The Malaysian government has okayed them to go out and search a 5,800 square mile seabed search to try and find this airplane. And it's our own little Austin, Texas company that's doing it. Wow. If they find it, they get $70 million. If they don't find it again, they don't get paid.
Oh, I mean, that's putting your money where your mouth is.
I know.
It's going to be expensive to look for it. I did a quick search. I was curious how much of the world's ocean floor has been mapped, like knowing what's down there, like where you're going. But as of June of this year, only 27% of it's been mapped. Geez. So, I mean, that's really needle in a haystack there, what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Because it could be places that they don't even know exist.
Right. They literally have no idea where the plane went down. I mean, I believe I read that some parts that they think are wreckage from the plane have washed up in Australia. Some parts somewhere else.
Tricia, what do you think happened? I know what happened, but I'm curious.
Mean?
I know what happened.
How do you know what happened?
Oh, I know what happened.
You think this is like a Lost kind of thing?
I'll tell you what happened when you tell me what you think happened.
I think that plane did a nosedive into the ocean. There were some stories about the pilot. I think maybe the pilot nosedived that plane into the ocean and it sank so deep that they will never find it. And that's why they've found virtually zero wreckage from an entire plane.
The pilot took it down.
Yes.
Is what you're saying. That's your theory.
One of the theories.
You think he flipped all the switches and so they couldn't see him on radar?
That's what they say happened. He disappeared from radar right before or right after they started to. He switched his route, did a complete U-turn where he was supposed to be going, and then started descending, and then no radar.
Well, you never really think about the possibility of your pilot. Let's just say you're flying to Denver and he goes wacko.
Yeah.
I've always thought that about donkeys in the Grand Canyon.
What?
How do you know you don't have a suicidal donkey?
He's going to run off the edge.
Right. You don't know what's going on at home.
Oh.
You never thought about that?
No, I can honestly say I haven't. It's true, though. You're not wrong.
JB with the donkey in the canyon. All right.
I can't believe people put their life in the hands of a donkey. So anyway.
It's really, really. It's just how quickly you can. I always thought that about a donkey.
But
what is your theory? I got to hear this.
My theory is that a laser shot it out of the sky as a test. The laser weapon system that the United States Navy has called the ANSEQ.
Oh, God, take
come on.
your foil hat off.
It's a 30 kilowatt solid state laser. I think it was a laser that they're like, we need to see if this thing works.
So let's kill 400 people, 300 people to see?
Yep.
No.
That's what happened. Could have been the Chinese.
Oh, here we go.
They've got the LW-30 laser.
They have the WD-40 laser. You're just making stuff up.
Now, the Russians, they had one that came out. When did this accident happen?
March. You're going to give me some fake date. March 8, 2014.
Okay, that predates the Russians' laser. Theirs came out in 2018.
Don't know anything about the Russian laser.
I'm just saying. I think that it was an experiment gone wrong. They were to see if they can blow it up. They did. And disintegrated it. Gone. I'm telling you, that's what happened. I mean, it could have been the English with the dragon fire that they have, but...
You are making up words.
No.
Making them up.
Google it. Go ahead.
Oh, you found it on the Google. My bad.
That's the answer to everybody that can't defend their position. Go ahead, Google it.
Google it.
Google it.
Go ahead. It's on the Google. I read it. I did my research. I watched a YouTube video.
Right. That's the one that kills me. I watched a YouTube video.
Drives me crazy. People, do your research. I did. I watched a YouTube video. It's not research, right? Anyway, so this company could get rich if they find it.
If they find it, but how much is it costing them if they don't find it?
I don't know, but I'm never riding a donkey again in the game.
Now I'm afraid of donkeys. Thanks, JB.
Well, you got to love a company that goes into business with the strategy of looking for things.
Yeah.
I'm going to find money. This is like a very high-end version of the guy with a metal detector.
Yes. Yeah, treasure hunter.
Treasure hunter.
It's very finders, keepers, losers, weepers.
I read a story recently about some guy, I can't remember where he was, but he found a bunch of gold in his backyard.
Yeah.
And there was an attorney that was going to represent him that specializes in found treasures. How much work does he get?
Right? Hey, I watched a whole show. I don't know if it was a one-off special or an episode or what it was, but they were treasure hunters, and they specifically were divers in the Key West area, so which is the southern tip of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
And in Key West, they would intentionally turn off lighthouses to try to get boats to wreck,
to get their stuff,
to get their treasure.
Gold.
All right, that's a maniacal plan.
Really? Evil geniuses.
Yeah.
So
I
there's
feel
tons of sunken boats. All those little islands. There's tons of sunken boats, and these people were treasure hunters. And every now and then they'd hit something.
I'm not going to work for a living.
I'm
going to find my money.
But that attorney who represents people who find treasures, he probably only needs one a year because it's probably a crap ton of money when it's found. If you need an attorney.
Well, that's going to be our plan B. Go get.
And that's our plan C. Plan B is lottery.
Right. Jump on the Amazon and get us a metal detector. We're heading to Port A.
We're not even going to go all the way to Key West. We're just going to start in Port A.
Start in Port A and see what we find.
Okay.
All right. That's the story we love. Stick around. We got more coming up.
1031austin.com. Well, that's it. Do us a solid and copy and paste the link to this episode and send it to a friend or two. Thanks for listening.